Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland, making some hay bales in our grass fields over here. I got the other grass field mostly done. I'm probably going to go over there and pick up a few pieces that our worker has missed. And now I'm getting this field done right here. I'm in the JCB, as you can see, with the windrower. And yeah, one of the workers is behind us, have no idea who, didn't check. But they're doing as the best job as they possibly can in the John Deere and the Krone X. I did get the blue bales picked up off our newer grass field, which it's not a grass field yet, but we're going to start working on that after we get done with here. We're going to grab the Case Magnum, head over there with our cultivator slash plow, and at least get the border of the field in. That way, when the grass starts regrowing, I won't have a hard time figuring out where that border actually is for that property that we just bought a couple episodes ago. And then, of course, we're going to have to sell our coffee beans. Now, the coffee beans has been a little bit of a topic here ever since we got the mod installed. And someone did some research, actually, on that, posted a comment. I think it was the last episode they put the comment in, that actually non-roasted coffee beans can sell more for more than roasted coffee beans. So, maybe the mod author has this correct. I don't know. But I don't know why one would, in this game with the mod, put down the roaster and lose money. You're just losing money that way. That's just my opinion. But I mean, if you're going for realism and you want to make the coffee, then that's what you probably would want to do. Who put that trailer there? That'd be me. I'm the only one here. All right. Oh, we got around it. We're good. We're good. So I got a lot of silage bales off that meadow grass field. I didn't count the trailers, but I think it was like at least 4 full trailers in that 21 bales. So that's 44 bales and some extras. So somewhere around 50 bales at least. It could be even more than that. I know it was at least 4 full trailer loads. So the cows should be happy until next season for sure, without a problem. So I think next time we cut this grass, which will be November, do I want to make more silage bales and maybe bring it to the BGA, or just make silage? Well, I gotta wait for them to ferment anyways. But we'll probably just go ahead and make silage bales out of it. We got plenty of hay, I do believe. So yeah, we'll probably just make silage bales, put them in storage, and then we'll wait until next springtime and see what our stockpile looks like. If we got a lot, then we'll just bring over to the BGA, process the silage into some energy, and get paid that way. I'm not getting too far ahead of the worker. No, not too far ahead. I kind of forget the working speed of a baler because it's very rare that I bale. Usually I have a worker following me, whether it's me harvesting and put down a straw swath or doing this. Usually I have a worker behind me, so I think I thought it was 11 miles an hour, which is what I'm doing. But it could be no, I repaired the baler last episode, actually. Well, either way, I'm going a little bit faster than what the baler can go. But we got to bring the coffee beans over for selling. We got to bring some of the wool over from the sheep to be processed into fabric, and then, of course, clothing. And then we're going to pay a good amount off our loan. Get it down to, I believe, 7 million. That's... We should not have an issue getting down to 7 million on the loan. Just trying to get around the bales here. The bales will pick up in October. I'll leave them here. The weather looks good. I checked on it just before I hit record. It's going to be cloudy, but there is no rain in the forecast as of now. And October looks good currently also. Spin around here. And I think I got maybe one more pass to make, and then we'll have all the hay baled on up. Yeah, we are missing, the baler is missing a couple times a little bit of the swath, but not a whole lot. I want to bring some of these bales with me, I think, see if I can scoot them off one way than the other. Of course, I could just turn the windrower off and raise it and not have a problem. Let me come over here and we'll do the outside of the grass field first. Now, originally I was talking about doing some landscaping in September, but oh boy, was I wrong and how much work I had to do. Raise it up. Don't want to get any of the whole crop into our baler. Although it may pick up some of it. I hope it doesn't convert the bale over to a whole crop, but if it does, oh well, not much I can do about it. I'll try to get around after this episode and clean up some of this grass, because we did miss, especially the other grass field. The other grass field, for some reason, the baler tends to miss a lot over there. Just get that little piece there, and yeah, I think we are GTG, good to go. I'm probably like most of you, I hate seeing little bits of swath left into a field. I kind of want to get it all, but the time and the fuel that you put into it just isn't worth it sometimes. So you just can't wait for the grass to regrow and hide it a little bit and get it next time. Alright, I shouldn't get too far out of range of the follow me worker. So we'll go over here and we'll drop off the windrower and kind of get the case magnum up and going. I think I can sneak through here. I love this shed. The shed has been very good to us. Got room for more machines in the future if we get that far. Wait a minute. Where? There it is. It's like, where did I put my Magnum? It's been a while since I used it. About 3 episodes or so. And actually, that John Deere should just about follow us into here. It's just going to follow wherever the JCB was going. So I'm going to have to grab that in just a moment. As it comes through the gate. See who was working behind us, because he did a wonderful job. Is it Franco? Looks like Franco. Alright, and then of course he brought the bales in with him. So I'm going to come down here and then turn the machine off. That way I'll know to pick up the bales. Well, scooch off. There we go. And then you should be able to be parked right here. Okay, we are scraping the paint a little bit. It's all good. Alright, John Deere. Actually, you know what? With the John Deere, let me go fuel that up. And actually, I think the big Crone M is still over there. Then we'll jump back into the Case Magnum and head over, at least get a couple headlands done on that grass field. And then not a rush to get it planted, because by the time the grass gets up to height that we can cut it, winter is going to be here, so I don't think it's even going to reach that. We'll have to wait until next year before we get our first cut into it. But I'll have to do some soil sampling, some lime spreading, all that stuff. All good, we can fill up from there. Teleport to our harvester, which is close enough for me. And actually, I may hit that post coming out, so let's just do it like this, and we should be okay. Yep, we're out. $500 worth of diesel into the John Deere. Our silage bale shed is starting to look very colorful with the blue, the white, the orange. I wonder if I got any of the yellow ones left. They're probably in there, just buried right now. All right, let me turn on to allow create fields. And down we go, and there we have it. And the rocks that are kind of going on this road, they'll be staying there. There's not going to be that many of them to worry about. But seeing that they were set as a decorative piece, I don't know if they actually are going to hurt the equipment when we go over it, which is going to be very little anyways. Very tiny little pebbles. And October is going to be a busy month for us as well, so I don't know if we'll get any landscaping then. But man, I really want to get some trees planted in so they can start growing, so that way next year we have more foliage to look at. So I'm going to say definitely by rolling into December. If we haven't done it by December, we'll definitely be planting some trees. That way they got time to grow for next fall. Now, if this grass field turns out to be more than what we need for animals, we can always take one of the other grass fields, or even this one here, and we can always replant something into it. I've been thinking about like doing some sunflowers or more corn eventually. Or whatever crop rotation says we should put in here, we will. But by getting this done today, that way if when the grass starts regrowing, which I should still be able to tell the difference between the short grass and the tall grass. But by getting the headland done, then I don't have to worry about it at all. Where this field boundary actually is. It's going to be a very big grass field. And probably a little bit more easier to work on than the other two. I may be more inclined to hire workers over here once in a while. I think someone did actually leave a... Speaking of workers, someone did leave a comment last episode as well as to why, like when I'm doing a job like this, I got all my other tractors in the shed. Why not hire them to do some of the work? And we do that sometimes, especially when it comes to harvesting. But I don't want workers to be doing all the easy jobs. I think I should be doing them sometimes. Because you guys don't want to see me doing the same jobs over and over. It's good to mix up where I do liming sometimes, fertilizing sometimes, planting, harvesting. Got to mix up the jobs you're doing to keep it interesting to yourself. And I got to try to keep it interesting to the viewers of you out there. I'm trying to think, I probably could set the JCB off and do some lime spreading in the grass fields, maybe? Fertilizing. But fertilizing doesn't take that long. I mean, that spreader is so wide, I get the fertilizing done in a matter of a minute or two. Try to get that lined up somewhat close. That looks good to me. And like I said, we're just going to get a couple of passes in here just to get the field kind of set and going. But I will have to plant it by the end of next month. That way the grass can germinate and quote-unquote start to grow going into November. And that way it's all set to take off in March, April, May. Because the grass doesn't grow in December, January, and February. I do believe that's the case. Let's see, we got four more fields to harvest. Cotton, sugar beet, potatoes, and soybean? If I'm correct on that. Yeah, we haven't harvested that field yet, right? No, that's growing. Actually, the sugar beet is ready. I think that's sugar beet there. Or is that potato? Potato. I forgot that's potato. So the potatoes were actually ready this month. Did not know that. But that's okay. They should. Whoa! I better check. I can harvest them next month, right? Potatoes. No. I need to do that now. They will be. Wait, am I on the right page here? Right line. Yeah, you guys should have told me that. Potatoes are ready. We got to do that. All right. So after we, it's not going to take us long to get the potatoes done. That's going to be that harvester that we got is going to be quick and easy. So, all right. So change of plans. All right, so I'm not even going to get to October this month like I thought I was going to. Not October this month. October this episode. We're going to have to get that potato harvest done, or I'm going to lose that whole crop. I am falling behind on what I should be doing. But it's better late than never, right? It's better to catch it late and then not to catch it at all. Luckily, it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we got... I mean, that field's probably going to take me like 5-10 minutes to harvest. All the potatoes I'll just bring over to the silo, and then in October, we can bring it on over to the potato factory production line, and we'll get that up and going. Oh, that does remind me as well. I also got to do the sugar beet. Got to bring some sugar beet over to the sugar mill to keep that process up to speed. Alright, so once we get to the end of this row here, we'll call it quits on plowing this field for now. And no, I can't hire a worker because workers can only technically work in fields. And since this is not really, it's a lot of land, but it's not a field yet. We're making it into a field. So I just can't hire a worker and he'll finish plowing up this meadow grass. And honestly, it's really rather fun, for me anyways, digging up the earth and making a field. All right, raise that up, then we'll back up with it. Alright, so in the past few minutes, my plans have changed, as you know, quite dramatically here. Let's get into our shed area. I do believe the potato harvester is on the header is on the right, which it is. Yeah, we got plenty of fuel. And for those of you new to the series, this is the Mark Thor root crop harvester mod. That will be in the mods list. You can find the mods list in the description below. Technically, I can drive through here. Those with a slip to the roof. Yep. Can I technically go? I think we'll go out the other way. I might get stuck going through that gate. I can't remember if I do or don't. But let's just go out the way I left open when we were making the farm. Which, I still got to get back to making the farm at some point. We just got to take care of that loan a little bit more. Like building that stone fence around here. And maybe putting in some more gates. Let me unfold the harvester on the way over. So these potatoes actually might have been ready in August, and I somehow missed it. stay open, stay open. I'm on the wrong implement. Need to unfold that. Put the header down. And there we go. We got some taters going on. How good of a yield are we going to have this year in the taters? Well, crop rotation is saying 123% out of 125. Yeah, crop rotation is just the average. So more than likely next year, it's either going to be a cereal crop in this field or soybeans. So if I remember correctly, this is a 200,000 liter capacity on this thing that we have. You can bump it up to a 1 million liter capacity. So this field will need to be plowed. So in October, I probably will be using workers. I'll bring the Case Magnum over here and it'll plow this field. This is the only potato field I have this year, right? There's been a couple years I've done 2 fields. Yeah, we're all set. This is the only potato field that I have this year. And like I said, for now we're going to put these potatoes into the silo. October comes, I'll bring them over with the other trailer, the smaller trailer. And then we can get that production up and going and bring all the potatoes and put that over into the silo bunker over there. Where we make premium potatoes, potato seed, and also pig food with these potatoes. Will I get this field done in about 10 minutes? Probably. Something like that. And this mod here is the only reason why we're doing root crop harvesting. So we can have a nice wide header. This mod, if you do get it, also allows you to get the header where you can harvest at 16 miles an hour. We just got the standard working speed. And then, of course, you can get the standard size header with it if you want as well. But we went with the triple. That definitely holds 200,000 liters. We should get this done before darkness settles in. Being September, I think it's going to get dark in the next hour or so. If we're not done by then, well, I do believe this has lights on it. We'll just pop them on, but I think we'll be all set. One trailer load already brought over to the silo, so that's 120,000 liters. There's 80,000 liters in the trailer now as we speak. So I'm thinking I can finish off this harvest over here without making any more trips back to the silo until we're done. And then it's I'll have to do a lot of little jobs, but every job is an important one. Just like the potato harvesting, very important. If I missed this, it probably would have cost the farm like $300,000, something like that, I would assume. I don't know the exact number, but that's what I'm guessing that we're going to get from these potatoes in the long run. And then if you want to count the seed and fertilizer and the run time to put all the stuff into the ground, I guess on the bright side, if it was withered, I don't know if I cultivate it in, do I get fertilization from it? With precision farming, I don't know how that would work. And I don't want to try it to find out. Maybe near the end of the series, we can try something like that. We can have, like, you know, I can harvest like 90% of the field, leave like 10% of the crop in. We'll let it wither, and then maybe cultivate it in, see if I get fertilization from it. I don't know if you even do in the base game. I don't know. I've never really dealt with wither crops that much. So we're going to get roughly about 400,000 liters of potatoes off this field. These will all be turned into premium potatoes, seed potatoes, and pig food. And no, we're not going to have pigs on the farm. Just selling the pig food. I don't think I'm going to get the rest of the harvest in the combine here. I'll have to bring that trailer on down. I got room for 40,000 liters more. There's no sense of stretching it. And you know what? Might be just as easy just to drive up to the trailer rather than bringing the trailer down at this point. Now the good thing about these headers, these triple wide headers, the outside ones, they're not clippable, meaning they don't clip into other objects. It's like if I drive into the trailer, you can see nothing happens. But try to keep it as real as I possibly can by not hitting the trailer. Alright, so 400,000 liters plus whatever else we get off here. 200,000 liters plus whatever else we get. Probably another 10,000. I'll have to wait and see if this mod gets updated in the wintertime for when the carrots and beet crop come out. Oh yeah, that does remind me though, Giants snuck in the announcement of, is it July 26th? I kind of forgot to mention in yesterday's episode of Goldcrest Valley. But later on this month, we're going to be getting the horse implements into the game. So I've been using the horse implement pack, which unfortunately that link no longer works. And I've been asking the mod author, but never got a reply if there's no link to get that from. But later on this month, Giants will be releasing the horse pack. I believe that's part of the Season 2 pass. And there'll also be a new map as well. I didn't really see any details about the map, so I'm not really sure, you know, what the map is going to be. Is there going to be anything special on it? Other than I think the dealership at the store on the map is going to be a horse dealership. No surprise there, since horse is the new implement being introduced into FS22 in the base. I say base game, it's not a mod, but it is a DLC. Yeah, that's July 26th, I do believe, is the date. Okay, let's go dump this into the silo. And while that's doing that, we'll go grab the Volvo truck. And we'll bring that down, and the potatoes were saved. Another 12 hours from now, they would have been withered and gone. So So since we're in this truck now, what we'll do is we'll empty the potatoes into the silo, refill the trailer with regular sugar beet, bring those over. I gotta lease the sugar beet cutter, and we'll bring some sugar beet over and put that into the production building, and then back into the Volvo truck, and then we'll get the coffee beans sold and the wool brought over, and then I think I'm done for the month of September. For a month I did not have much work to do originally. I sure made it rather busy and working as much as I possibly could. Way more than I thought I had to do. Be careful making the sharp corner because I can jackknife the truck and trailer. And we might go for a ride when that happens. Although I don't think that would be a really good trailer, a dump body for potatoes. Just that that opening at the bottom isn't the biggest, and I could just see all the potatoes when they try to dump out the bottom, just getting jammed there all the time. Actually, you know what? Let's, yeah, we can go through this way. I was going to go in the right way, but we'll clip through a little bit. I should fold in the combine while we're doing this. Actually, if I lower the header, that would have been much better. And you know what? I'm going to park that right there because I'm going to need it next month anyways for the sugar beet. Alright, and now let's grab the sugar beet as I just mentioned. Yeah, so potatoes we end up with 413,910. And we still got plenty of sugar beet in the silo, and we got a harvest coming up. And while I'm waiting for that to fill, let's go into here. Auger wagons, I believe, is where I got to go, and scroll on down. We want to get like a... that's probably too big. Actually, the price is just about the same, isn't it? Actually, this is cheaper. I'm not buying it. I'm just leasing it. But, yeah, that'll hold 141,000 liters. Let's go ahead and lease that for just under 6,000. And I'll probably use the case on that. I think last time on a smaller auger wagon, we tried using the John Deere, and that pushed it around quite a bit. I still think it's going to push this Case Magnum around, that much weight behind it. Might as well bring it all, might as well fill up this trailer and bring it all over because we'll have a sugar beet harvest tomorrow. And we do need to keep some sugar beet around for feeding the sheep and the chickens. Actually, I'm not sure. Is this going to have enough horsepower to run this? It's going to, right? This is not the big one like we used on East Island with the T8, and it's 450 horsepower. This one's a little bit smaller. Open cover. That's right, I changed that button to... Yeah, Giants really screwed up something with the open covers, haven't they? I know you guys have been telling me about it on Goldcrest Valley, where I've been running into that problem. And I thought I had it somewhat solved on Goldcrest Valley, so now I'm hitting the buttons here, and neither one of those buttons will open and close the cover on my Satec side panel, but it's the original. Giants. Just when you think you got it all, almost all figured out where all your buttons are. But someone said that Giants is aware of the issue. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. and they wanted to change what buttons do what. Or are they going to try to fix it, I hope? Alright, so how much... Oh, the only thing I can take is sugar beet. So we'll let that fill up. And while that's filling up... Oh, there we go. I was hitting the wrong button on my Safetech side panel for the... I removed the keys around for it, so I was hitting the wrong button. So, alright, there we go. Cover up the crop, so, I mean, I don't expect sugar beet to come flying out of the back of the truck. Got to keep that sugar going to make chocolate, and all the flavored milk that we make is made with sugar. Actually, I have not checked on the production buildings, so I hope they're all still running normally. And from what someone reminded me of, the problem with the out of space issue I've been having with the production buildings comes down to the production revamp mod along with the factory's upgrade mod. So next time I go to upgrade a factory, I'll save the game, exit, take out the production revamp mod, upgrade the factory, save, and then reactivate the production revamp mod. I like the production revamp mod because you can kind of prioritize where the products are being distributed and at what rate. Because we do have sugar going to two other factories. We got to go into the dairy and we got to go into the flavored milk. And that's it. I don't think I got... No, I don't think I have sugar going to the bakery. I don't think that requires... I forgot. There's sugar might actually be going to the bakery for cakes. I forgot the recipe for cakes. Alright, so there is full sugar beet in there. Now I'm going to bring over cut sugar beet. And then we'll sell some coffee beans. Make a good amount of cash. Last we checked, we should be getting $250,000 plus. And I'm glad the sun is still up, because we are getting into those fall months. So we'll drop off that trailer there. And you know what? I'll leave that engine running because I'm going to be back to that in just a second. And we did end up with a full trailer. Alright, so the cover doesn't quite cover. Yeah, the Case Magnum is just like the T8 on East Vineland. Which is kind of weird because that trailer there was 240,000 liters. This is, I don't want to say only 141,000 liters. Alright, so I thought this would be not much of an issue. And I got a long ways to go to get there, and at this rate, I'll never get there. Alright, so once we're gaining speed, and I think once we get momentum behind me here, I'm not stopping. Although every time I turn the wheel a little bit, I come to a dead stop. Well, I'm going nowhere fast, so instead of struggling and just sitting here for 13 years trying to get it over there, we can do this. I'm going to get some crop destruction here because I can't really move where we're at, but we should be able to just come over here and put the cut sugar beet into this trailer, and we'll bring it over that way. Maybe once I get some of the weight out of the back, it'll be fine. I just got to refresh my memory on that case. Don't we have the 450 in there? 435, close enough. JCB is 300. Yeah. I mean, I'm just remembering back on East Vineland where I had that 240,000 liter chaser bin. We ran that with the T8. When I say ran, it was rough. But we ran that. And it worked all right, roughly. And that was 240,000 liters. This is 100,000 liters less. But you know what? It does. I mean, I could, if I was going to do it this way, I would have just got the like a really smaller one and just kept on doing it. Oh well. All right, cut sugar beet going over, and then I mean, the Case Magnum should be able to drive that over and dump the rest in. Fingers crossed. It should. If it doesn't, then I really got some issues going on there. Yeah, for 1 second there, I thought when the Case Magnum, it was going slow. Then it got to 1 mile an hour, then it got to 2, then it really got to like 4. I think I peaked at 5. I'm like, oh, it's just going to, once it gets momentum, it'll go. And then I slightly turned the wheel to make it turn a little bit, and that was it. So something like there might need a, like the Case Quad, or, you know, something with like 600 horsepower behind it, something like that. Yeah, lights are coming on, the sun's going down. All right, that's emptying on in. Let's. Are you gonna move now? It's only 20,000 liters. I do realize that, of course, the chaser bin must weigh a lot. Now we'll get over there. Corgi Cafe. I wonder where I'm going to be bringing the coffee beans to. Let me go ahead and move the truck and trailer. Just gotta find the trigger. There it is. And we should have sugar galore being pushed out of this production building. Alright, let's just go ahead and we'll return that right away. I'll leave the Case Magnum there. But now I do need the Volvo truck back at the main farm. The trailer should be parked. Whoops, I'm already facing the right way. Don't know what I'm turning around for. Yeah, the trailer should already be back at the farm, parked next to the sheep's wool. So we just got to load that up and grab the coffee beans, check the market, see where I need to go with the coffee beans. And then, yeah, throw it all at the bank, basically. Say, here, have some money. Once again, I'll leave the trailer right here. Before I grab the sheep's wool, I think I'll grab the coffee beans because I want to get them all on the trailer at once if I can. If I got room, then I'll grab the wool. Because it would be nice to see the grand total what we get for the coffee beans. which you guys surprised me saying, yeah, keep it. Keep the coffee beans. Okay. All right, we got a full trailer. A lot of coffee beans. Coffee beans should be down. Here's coffee beans raw. Price is starting to drop. We're going to the restaurant, so it's not it's not the best price currently, but it's where they're going. Actually, let's turn some lights on here. I guess that's all the lights this Volvo truck has. Okay. To the restaurant. They can roast their own to whatever flavor of coffee they want, I suppose. The restaurant is the one right next to the cow barn. And start selling, please. No, I got stuck on the gutter. Or whatever it is that's on the side of the restaurant. But luckily, we're going to get all sold in one go. And we got more to go. 175 and almost 24,000 in bonus. Yeah, we're looking for 300,000. That way we can pay off 300,000, get that loan down to 7 million. Let's load it on up. Wow, how many coffee beans did I have in there? It's been a while since I checked how how it was doing during the day, but this is the last pallet. And I think, let's go over and grab the sheep's wool. I think I can fit that on here. 4 pallets. Plus a little bit of extra that should fit on here. And let me hit that button so we can load all. Now, I'm not sure if the restaurant takes wool or not. I would think not. But to avoid any chances that it could, I'll go to the spinnery first, and that way it'll take the wool. I know it's going to take the wool only. And then we'll go back to the restaurant and sell the rest of the coffee beans. And from the look of things, we should definitely be over 300 grand, maybe close to 400. Not used to working into the nighttime hours, but here we are. So that's going to take the sheep's wool. I just want to double check on the coffee beans on this page to make sure it coincides with us with our stock market page. If I can find the coffee beans, there they are. No, that's not what I want to do. Restaurant 3137. Yeah, the restaurant is paying the highest amount right now. It's going to be hard to sell this all in one go because I got 2 pallets way up front and the rest are more towards the back. Maybe I will get it all in one go. Come on, 400,000 plus a little bit of extra. Oh, just shy. Just shy of it. But still, that is pretty good. So maybe what we'll do is pay off 350,000. That way we can say we're below $7 million on the loan. And I'll leave us like $30,000 for overnight. Which should be more than enough. Because our loan interest payment is not that high anymore. So $6,950,000, and previously we were paying $24,333 in loan interest. So after paying that off, it's going to be down even more than that. Well, I think it's the last time I got across the river today. So, of course, in between episodes, I'll be taking care of the sheep and the cows. They both need to be fed, I'm sure, and giving water to the cows. And then, yeah, we wake up in October. We might have 20 new cows on the farm. I can't remember now. Is it October? Or was it November, I said? Oh, let's have a look. It'll just take a second to find which 20 cows we're talking about here. Not those. Not those. Yeah, they're at 90%. So, we could wake up in the morning with 20 more cows, which is going to be great for us. Not milk-wise, but for manure and slurry-wise. We won't see it, of course, show up tomorrow because they'll be born overnight. So we're not going to see it. But the following month, we'll have a lot more manure and slurry every month to sell at the BGA. So this is, of course, paying off wonders. How we doing here, coffee? We got plenty of liquid fertilizer, and I probably should put water into this to want to make that stop, because that's going to help us pay off the loan so much quicker by keeping that, because you guys pretty much said keep it, and reap it. Yep, the sheep are here, so yeah, I was coming over to see how much food they had. They're about halfway down on their food. I mean, of course, we know the cows are going to require it. But anyways, as the sun sets here in Hinterland in September, I just got, like I said, take care of the cows and the sheep, and I'm going to bed. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Hinterland. But until then, have a good one.